Welcome everybody. For my latest video, I thought I would show off my Mame arcade system. Now this is actually my fourth Mame cabinet. I've had 3 others previous to this. 2 of them were stand-up arcades, 1 of them was a bar top. And towards the end of this video, I'll actually show pictures and give a little bit of information about my previous Mame systems. If you'll notice one thing, if you pay attention, all of my Mame stand-up arcades had one thing in common, so let's see if you can figure that out. Now obviously because it's Mame, it runs off of a PC. So instead of when it starts up hearing that infamous Windows noise, bell, whatever it's called, I decided to do something a little bit different. You know, because that Windows tune, we all know what it sounds like. Now for mine when it starts, you hear a very famous movie line, a quote from a very, very popular movie. So I'm sure you'll recognize it. So just give me a second while I turn this on. Now you just focus on that.
You want to play rock? Okay. No. Say hello to my little friend.
Now I'm sure you all recognize that from the movie Scarface. Anyways, on to the cab. This used to be a Surf Planet full-size arcade system. I actually got this from Craigslist. I was looking for something big, something, you know, bigger than your standard stand-up arcade. So I found this, had the guy deliver it to me, got rid of the PCB. The monitor, I got this at a good price because the monitor was actually shot. It was no good. So I removed the arcade monitor and I installed a 29-inch wide computer monitor. Works for me. Maybe one day I'll actually put in an original arcade monitor again, but this actually works pretty good. Now the front end I use, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just Mame UI 32. Nice and simple, works for me. I really don't need anything fancy. Don't want anything fancy. Anyways, there's the marquee that I got from MameMarquees.com. I saw it, I thought it was actually pretty nice, so just got that there. The light up there was actually, there was no bulb in there, so I had to replace that. If you stand back, the monitor is actually pretty good. It may not look like that much up close, but it's pretty good. Put in new wiring for the speakers. Here is my control panel. It's just a basic 2-player 7-button layout. So you can, you know, do Street Fighter games with those, or maybe with these do Neo Geo type games. Now, what I have obviously the mouse right here. The reason why I don't program everything up to the control panel is because I've got some kids who like to come and play with it, and it's just a lot easier for them to use the mouse instead of, you know, me being called every 10 minutes trying to load a game. So here's the system itself. It's actually 2 giant pieces. I'm sure any of those familiar with these type of systems are aware. The coin door, just for show. I don't have it set up. I'm really not hardcore or anything like that. But it's just for show. It does look nice. Now another thing I did to this was I actually changed all the T-molding. What used to be here was just pure black. However, I wanted to add a little bit of color. So as you can see, I added green, and red. The other T-molding, it wasn't bad. It was actually in good shape, but I just wanted to add a little bit more color. Now let's take a close-up of the gun that I use for my gun games. Here's the one that I use. It's actually pretty nice. Got a little kind of a plastic feel, but it's the best gun game I found, or actually it's the best gun that I found to play the gun games on Mame. It actually comes with an automatic if you wish. I've never had any problem with any game. It looks kind of like a 9mm. And it actually has a function that you can turn on and off to where when you shoot the trigger, the top part right here goes back just like a real gun. And I'll just keep doing that, but I turn it off because it sounds just like a toy, kind of like a rackety toy, but it does work good. And I'll show you some of the games that I play using this, and you can see how good it is. There's my cab. Not much more to say. If you have any questions, feel free to send an email.